So lately in comments and also messages on the Discord channel, I've noticed that quite a lot of people want me to do some tutorials that utilize multiple boxes. So I decided that maybe today what I'll do is do a live session, not a live session, but a off the cuff session where I basically create something on the fly using the Syntakt Digitakt II, the Octatrack MK2 and the Typhon. And also I just want to clear up why there's a big gap here. So here there used to be a MAM MB33 and also the Pirate MIDI Bridge 6. I still own both of those and they are going back on here soon. I'm just waiting for the MAM MB3 to come back from Circuit Benders UK, who are basically modding the MAM MB33 so that I can add CV to the filter and loads of other cool stuff like FM, so frequency modulation on the filter as well as some other cool little knobs and switches. So I'll do a video on that soon, so that should be coming back today actually. Right, the other thing I just quickly want to talk about is the other gear in the studio. I'm not really using any of this stuff on the left, and also on the top you can't really see that, but I've got the K2 and the Pro 1 from Behringer. Also got some extra MIDI controllers and sliders as well, so we're not going to use all of that. What we're going to do is just focus on these four boxes, particularly the Digitakt II, and I'll come up with, say, a techno pattern on that, along with the Typhon. We'll get it cooking with these two first. I'm thinking I want to create a bass line with the Typhon, have the drums coming from the Digitakt II. If we need any extra little kind of modular fluff or just weirdness, we'll use the Syntakt. And then I've rerouted all of this back into the Octatrack MK2. The way my studio is set up now is just so good for this though, because I keep changing the way it's set up, and I can do it quite quickly. So obviously this is my live rig and it's taken on many different forms. But what I'm able to do is I'm able to switch it back and forth, so I can multi-track record these all into Ableton, or I can send these into Ableton and back out into the Octatrack on a drum bus channel and a synth bus channel for performing. And then I can always send this stuff into the modular gear and just kind of move stuff around in different projects. So I just really like the way that I've got it set up at the moment with the versatility. But yeah, what I've done with this is drum bus is on track 1, and that's taking in the Syntakt and the Digitakt II. And then on track 7, that is the synth bus. All we're using is just the Typhon coming from the synth bus. And the reason why I've done this is so that we could possibly use the Octatrack for maybe vocals. We can chop vocals up on there, or we could use Digitakt. And maybe want to use some like break beats. I prefer doing it on the Octatrack. And then we've got the crossfader there, so just so we can quickly kind of manipulate the whole sound and, you know, do some performance stuff without going too deep into performance macros and stuff. Can just quickly set up a scene and play with the pattern. Also, lastly, before we get started, I have got like this weird cold where I keep getting a tickly throat, so if my voice goes through this video, I apologise. I wasn't even going to record today, but I just thought, let's just get on with it and do it. So what I'm going to do to start with is just check the tempo. So we've got 133 tempo on the Octatrack, and that's been fed into the Digitakt and also the Syntakt. So let's just check that the sequences are running. Yes, all sequences are running when I hit play. So this is master transport for play and stop. I can feel my throat going already, but we'll get on with it. Right, so what I'm going to do to start with is maybe focus on, let me just turn my speakers down and my headphones up. I'm going to focus on the Typhon. So I might put a little kick drum in just to start with. I'm thinking like techno today, that's what I'm feeling. So let's just go to an empty slot on here and go to my techno pack. So you can actually get this. The link is in the video description below. And then we're going to go drum one shots. Sorry, just to let you know, I will be plugging some of my paid products as we go through this as well. So that includes the courses for the Digitakt, Syntakt and the Typhon and the Hydrasynth, and then also some of the packs as well. So we're going to be using the Techno Sample pack. I might use the Textures pack as well for the Syntakt. All the links are down below if you want to check them out. So we'll just use any old kick for now. What I might want to do is just bring the drum bus volume up a little bit, because that is pretty quiet. And then again, let's just go into the drive first. I always like to add a bit of drive anyway, and then we can always kind of ramp it up in here if we need to. Yeah, I think we're gonna bring that up a little bit, and then I'm just gonna, you can't see my Ableton, but I'm just gonna check my Ableton Pro Q just to see where things are sitting. So let's just bring this bass up on my Ableton. I should have done this before I got going. Right, bring that down to. Right, and then I've noticed as well, I'm getting a little bit of audio glitch in there. We're able to, because I got it on a low buffer, but it's okay. If I turn Pro Q off, we won't see that. So let's move on, right? So what I do is just put like a bass line in with the Typhon, and then we could go through some of the presets on the Typhon as well. So let's go in between. Let's just bring this reset down to 64 on the pattern. So each track has got its own pattern length. Let's go for F. Let's try some of these out. I like this one. So this pack as well is also available for the Typhon. You can find it on my website. And the way that I've got it set up on the Digitakt is if we go to track 9, you can see I've already pre-set up some CC values that are labeled as well. So if I want to modulate the filter, I can do so using the Digitakt. And then what we could do is step lock these. I kind of like that, right? But what I'm going to do is duplicate it, because I kind of like, if I open it up on the second bar, it sounds quite cool like this. Like that. Bit call and response. And then we'll do it again. So duplicate it again. And then on the fourth one, I'm going to bring not only that one up, but this one as well. So instead of creating the super long pattern, what I might do is on that one, if we go into the conditions and just change that to 2 out of 2. So the second time around, we're going to get that coming through. So we've got that mod wheel there. The aftertouch, which does some special effects as well. And now we've got that set up, we can go through some of the different presets on here as well. I think I kind of liked where it was though. Let's go back to that. Let's go back again. Play with that live as well. I kind of like that. It's really simple. I like where it's going. So let's just start spreading some more stuff now. So let's go to the hats. We'll use the techno pack throughout. So I want like kind of a short, snappy one to start with. Let's just try a few of these on. Perfect. And then with the kick as well, let's just try some different kicks. sounds good, 15. So it's either 1 or 15 for me. 15 is in the key of F, so that's in the root note. Let's go for that one. So with this hat, what I'm going to do is just add a bit of delay. Classic techno delay. Let's just shape that a bit more. That sounds cool. Try some ghost notes. Sorry, I'm sneezing. Right, let's go. Let's not let this cold defeat us. Right, let's add in some rides now. We can just get the rides covered while we're here. So, rides. Should try some of these out. So I've shown you this trick before. If you had lower amp rides, so you bring the amp down or the volume on the 1, 5, 9 and 13, you get this kind of like ducking effect. You could use the sidechain compressor, but this is just a really nice way of doing it. I've done this quite a lot of times in different tracks. It always works. Just gets you a really nice groove. All these are really nice and slushy. I kind of like free. Add a bit of chorus in there. With this as well, because we kind of lock in the filter, you can always disable it at any point during a performance to take control of the actual filter like this. Nice. Right, let's get a clap in next. I apologise for the constant sniffing and clearing my throat. It's not nice to listen to. I'll try and cut as much out as I can of that in post. Right, let's try a clap. So I'm listening for a clap that complements the groove. That one works. .15 works as well. 20x. Like this one, nice dubby one. So what I might do with this is duplicate the length of this. Then on the 4th hit, or maybe the 8th hit, we'll just try it on the 4th first. Bring up a little bit of reverb. Again, that's pretty cool, so we will duplicate it again. Then on the 8th hit, we will bring up some delay. Very simple stuff, all of this. Not doing anything too crazy yet. Bit too much, that. Nice. What I'm going to do is duplicate again, so we get full 8 bars. On the 4th one, just going to get rid of that delay and just put it on the last one. And I might bring up a bit more reverb as well. Could do that, something like that. My bad, I need to make sure this goes up to 1 to 8 now. That was cool with the little fills, but what I'm going to do is just go to that clap, and then on the last one we can hold the 12 and the 15 down for the fills, and we can do condition 2 out of 2. Got to wait quite a while for it to go around, but let's listen to the second time round. Nice. And then when I'm listening to this and I'm thinking what could come in next, maybe some percussion and also some shakers. So I know we said we'd move on to these, but we're kind of just focusing on this Digitakt for now. I'm feeling some pads or something as well, or some ambient stuff. So I might use the Syntakt for that. It's quite dreamy, actually. I was expecting myself to come up with something quite banging, as I usually do, or like distorted, but I kind of like this dreamy vibe. Maybe it's because I've got a cold. I'm just kind of feeling this nice, gentle stuff. So maybe what I'm thinking is we've got the short hats, and then we could do a long hat as well. But then again, we have got the rides, which give us that length. So then in fact, I'm going to copy this 6 and put it on 7. Just for performance purposes, so I know where they are. So the main hat is on 7, and then 6 is going to be the shakers. So let's just check that, yes. So this one, clear it, clear the track, and then let's just bang some 16ths in to start with. I mean, we could use a shaker loop. I've got some shaker loops in here as well. But let's just try a shaker. Let's just turn it down so we can hear it a bit lower. Six is the one. And while we're here, let's just listen to the swing. Right there, that's where the swing needs to be. I'm hearing a percussion in my mind now as well, so let's go to... I just realised it sounds like I'm a psychic. I'm picking up on some percussion. I'm seeing percussion in my mind's eye. But yeah, I can kind of hear it, especially when I brought that swing up. I kind of hear this like also mid type percussion coming through. I really do sound like a psychic. Let's go down. Right. Rod set now. Went past it. Drum one shots. Perks. Maybe that. Maybe that one, but a bit lower. Let's try and find out where it sits first. Let's do it. Duplicate the length of this, take that out, put it on the second one. Yeah, I'm not sure about this yet. Let's come back to... It works, it's just a little bit too soft. So let's... just try out some percussion stuff. That's the first call sound, I think. We can swap it out and try some other stuff as well. Got anything on 5? Nope. So on the second one, we need a response. So that's a cool sound. Not what I'm after though. Oh, these are loops. Let me go back to one shots. Perks. Oh, pitched it, I know. Run sound. Let's go back to 5 again. That first sound here, I need to change that out, I think. Oh no, that's not on there. It's on 3, I think. Let me try that. else we've got for this one. Do you know what? I might use that from earlier because that fit really well. So I'm just going to leave it on the that one maybe. Take it off all these. Let's try that. Bit weird because it's kind of like in a weird place. Also, this other sound, this one, happens a little bit too much. So what I might do is just see where we want that to land. What I might do now as well is see if we've got any loops that we can use. So let me just see what we've got. I'm going to put a snare on there to do some snare fills and stuff, so maybe we'll try that now, and then I'll come up, see if we could do a percussive loop. I've got percussive loops in this pack as well. Drum one shots, snares. Just try one of these out. Right, with this, put the fill on, paste it, and then we can do this.